The final boss of tan lines.
And that is around a 69 to open. His only opened.
Your white privilege is showing.
Back to 17.
Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative. Protesters in Minnesota have established roadblocks and are checking people's papers to allow them to pass. You know, you should hire them for border patrol. They're basically doing the same job. Bunch of clowns.
To keep our neighborhood safe this winter, I've been on the lookout for ice.
Well, hey, partner, I would not be messing with ice. It's a very slick and dangerous element.
You know, partner, because I protest the ice, there's two ways I look. One, march on ice. Two, drive my car through it.
No, Doug, why would you gun your car through ice? What if your car slicks off the road and you bust your face up?
You're telling me that trying to run over ice can get you killed.
Ice is not your problem.
I just don't want the kids getting caught or hurt by ice.
I know this sounds like a police job, but it's not a police job.
Ice is not a police job?
Ice is a public works job.
Once ice is here, I should just lay back and take it.
Oh, absolutely. It's all part of Mother Nature's plan.
Mother Nature's just following orders.
Doug, I'll be honest, I'm pro-ice. I like how white and beautiful it makes everything. It's kind of like a utopian world for me.
I'm more anti-ice. I like the diversity of color in the world.
If you're dealing with ice, assault. Get a salt out and put it down.
Salt ice?
We should be a little smarter in our practice. How would you notify somebody that ice is around?
I would use my ice whistle, obviously. I just go through the neighborhood blowing it like a crazy person.
Okay, and so you blow your ice whistle. I show up and there's assault. Salts are getting put down.
That's a great plan.
Nothing trumps ice but assault.
Ice has been in the news a lot lately.
A snow-nado hitting Branson.
Look at that! That's a tornado made of snow.
It's ripping it right off the roof.
It's crossing the road. Look at it spin. I've never seen anything like that.
All right, what do you think? Is that AI? It's getting harder and harder to tell, everyone. This is how dogs are trained to find people trapped in avalanches. Who's the goodest boy? Trying to figure out what W-A-L-K means. You know, we've spelled out walk so many times. Our dogs just know that that means we're going for a walk. They have yet to figure out T-R-E-A-T, though.
The woke, you know, the women with the insane look in their eyes, and, you know, your instinct when you see a woke person is that person is mentally ill. If you're not mentally ill, and then people will defend, oh really? So you just think that anybody who's upset with the current situation is mentally ill? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Because if you weren't mentally ill, you would see, number one, everything that's happening right now happened under every other president, and ICE has always existed. Obama did it, Bush did it, they all did it. Okay? That's number one. Number two, people who have enough time to protest every single day, or who are willing to get paid by these Soroses and whoever else to protest, anybody who's doing that is mentally insane. What's your T4? Oh, no, what's your 1099? Oh, it was a protest. Made 40 grand protest. You're mentally unstable.
This young man was kicked out of a skate center for wearing a Stand with Ice sweatshirt.
Oxy skate, and I'm wearing my Stand with Ice shirt, and they said that I had to take this off because it's violating one of their policies that they had just made up. I told her to show me it, and she shows me her dress code. It says nothing about wearing what you stand for. It says nothing about that. And she said that since she's a private store that I have to take off this. So I just took it off not to cause any trouble, but that's insane. I will never be coming back here. If someone was wearing a Pride shirt or any other shirt, she would stand for it.
Yep. My wife's a public school teacher. She can say I stand against ICE, but if she ever said I stand with ICE, oh, your job's on the line. I'll see if I can connect with this young patriot, send him a sweatshirt.
Apparently, these are all the things that make you a woman.
People keep telling me that I'm a fake woman because I'm transgender. Bro, look at these brownies that I made. I spent all day in the kitchen today waiting for my partner to get home so I could present them with a tray of brownies. You think that I'm a fake woman? This is as womanly as it gets. I sit down when I pee.
Wow, thank you for stereotyping women. Only a man can make a list like this and assume that's what defines a woman. And sitting down with UP is a personal choice. I don't have the option to stand.
Wear dresses, and I love the colors purple and pink. And you think that I'm a man? I sleep with stuffed animals. Of course I'm a woman. Only girls are allowed to do that.
I don't like the colors pink or purple, so am I not a woman? I also don't sleep with stuffed animals either. What am I? You do realize that plenty of women don't like pink or purple or sleep with stuffed animals. I hate to break it to you, but there are masculine women out there. You can be girly, or you can be tomboy. And that doesn't make you more or less of a woman. Gender is not a checklist of hobbies or colors. So what does make me a woman? Biologically, XX chromosomes. A personality, hobbies, colors, baking. Not requirements. So let's stop saying that this is what a woman is, because that's literally stereotyping. Women are diverse, so stop reducing them down to pink dresses and brownies.
I'm just baffled how a true feminist would support a transgender woman that's making a caricature, a parody of a real woman. It's like me putting on these glasses and talking like this. Do I automatically become a liberal? Oh wait, I gotta go impede some ICE officers and protest in a Target. Then the transformation will be complete. The power of spectators.
That just keeps sliding.
Try now, if he can, try and figure out where the road is and go down. He's not going to get.
See any way to get down to it?
Yeah, you can see John saying the same thing. He's not going to get back up. You won't get back up there. You've got to back up and try and get down onto the road. Can they push that car back up? Go on, boys. Go on.
Spectator power.
Come on, gents.
Let's see if they can, or whether it is wise to go further on. It's quite deep snow there. John's getting out now. Off we go into reverse.
Go
on,
on.
Yes.
Well done, boys. Top job from the fans as well.
Imagine fans being able to do this in other sports. Patrick Mahomes gets sacked at the 10-yard line, and all the fans rush the field to help him get back up, pretending to faint in front of my cows. They're just going to keep snacking. Don't try to tell me it didn't happen. Carol Baskins. This one really went through her pockets, too, looking for loose change. When she asks if you have protection.
Here goes. One of God's own prototypes.
Yeah.
A high-powered mutant of some kind never even considered for mass production.
Okay, we're getting there, Caleb. We're getting there.
Too weird to live.
Is that a P90?
Too rare to die.
A flamethrower. You would need a truck this powerful to haul the big old balls you gotta have to stand in between these two big old semis. God bless America. When it says gently used on the Facebook Marketplace listing. Puma is always bettering his health.
Wow, Puma's inspiration.
Yeah, very strong and fast.
Now, if you thought that ICE was after him, we can be friends. Flexing on the Ducati. Oh, hold on. A new competitor has appeared. The work truck. Champagne, the work bed. 2 working headlights. Pristine. And he's going faster than you, homie.
Show him, partner.
Okay, we see you.
My dad can beat up your dad.
My dad can beat up your dad even more.
Well, my dad's right here.
Yeah, well, so's mine.
Ooh.
Get him, Dad!
So dark. Week 2, life in the cabin I built on my truck. Okay. This is the life. for it. Just a G-Wagon, okay. Oh, I thought he was going to get stabbed. Oh yeah, he's about to. His little cowboy is scooting. And he's down.
Folks, we have breaking news. Billie Eilish last night. She said she is going to give her mansion and all her money up to the American Indians because we live on stolen land. It was amazing to hear. She said she's going to give up her mansion, all her millions, and everything to the American Indians because we're on stolen land. So it was amazing that she did that. Oh, wait a second. She didn't do that? Oh, my mistakes, folks. She just said we're on stolen land. She's not giving them anything back. Why aren't you giving them anything back? You just said we stole their land and you made millions from this land, right? And you have a big mansion from this land. So technically, it's theirs. So if I was you, right, I would go to a reservation in Arizona, give them the keys to your mansion, and give them all your money.
I'll do you one better. She has a restraining order against someone who entered her home illegally. Open borders. There's no illegal land unless you come through my border and enter my land illegally. Democrats in Minnesota reenact the Iwo Jima flag-raising scene with the Minnesota flag, which coincidentally strongly resembles a Somali flag. What is this guy in yellow doing? There, I fixed it for you.
Boys these days are like fluffing up their hair like.
Roasted.
Their hair is so fluffy.
You know, I would disagree, but my nephew got a perm recently, so... Oh, look, more teachers forcing their kids to protest ICE. Another strong case for homeschooling your kids. The man whose life is a mess but can solve all the world problems. So, essentially a liberal.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I was born with the ability to solve geopolitical issues, even though I'm not able to solve any of the problems in my own life. You tell me you're supposed to pay taxes every couple years? Every year? Solve the Middle East, Ukraine, Russia, inflation, unemployment, all without being able to keep a job myself, or a relationship, or keep a pet without having it die. Okay, could you just not cut off my card today, though? Solving geopolitics is actually easy. What's hard is getting to my coffee shop gig on time, and now my boss won't give me any shifts. I've never eaten a vegetable. But more importantly, I don't really have time to deal with all that mumbo jumbo right now because I'm focused on bigger problems like what to do with the world economy. I am an alcoholic, which has caused pretty severe problems in my life. I was doing AA, but it was cutting into me solving most of the world's problems, so I didn't really have time for that. Just wrote a post solving homelessness. I personally, as you know, have been living with my mom in my 30s, so I technically have solved homelessness for myself. Did you realize you have to keep putting oil into a car like over and over again, like all the time? It's not just a one-time thing, yeah. They'd like you to believe it's a one-time thing, but it's not. I mean, the whole Palestine-Israel thing took me about half hour to solve Thursday morning, which is good that it didn't take long because I had a pretty hectic day. Yeah, my ex and my mom were fighting nonstop because my mom thought that my ex was infringing on her side of the bathroom counter by having all her makeup there and just started throwing it on the floor. Then I came in yelling and screaming to sort of cool stuff down, shoved all their stuff off the sink. My mom got in my face trying to burn me with a curling iron, so then I kicked that out of her hand, almost burned the whole place down. Then my ex decks my mom, knocks her out cold. Me and my ex get into a whole thing and break up, but she doesn't want to leave the house now because she's saying she has squatters' rights and she's sort of locked us out. But the good news is later that day when I was at the hospital with my mom, after a short screaming match with one of the nurses, I figured out how I could negotiate a peace treaty with Russia and Ukraine.
Now, remember how much power nurses have in this country? One of our own was just murdered in the street. So we might be able to stop this somehow.
What are you suggesting exactly so I can forward this to the FBI?
Thoughts? You know, as the type of ICU nurse I was cardiac ICU nurse. And I did a lot of time, lots of hours, holding on a groin that wouldn't stop bleeding. Let me tell you what, that femoral artery...
This guy should be in jail. Me when I'm not immediately a pro at a hobby I started 10 minutes ago.
I want to go home. Okay, I want a beer. I want an ice cream sandwich. I want to take a nap.
When they say they're looking for a company with a little more experience. Okay, and didn't know Egypt got snow or the moon. Mount Rushmore, maybe. The Leaning Tower piece.
Looks like he's laughing.
When the Civil War begins, I volunteer, but not as a regular army person. Pick me to serve as a bioweapon. Let me spread Hep C to the bad guys.
Good thing we're all safe, because no one's touching you, sister.
Bombarding the British today with the IWA mortar system.
Of course.
Nice, I like that.
Excellent.
Oh, hell, here we go. We have had a direct hit on the British.
So there's been a direct hit on the British.
Blew its leg off, Sam. Blew it clean off. I say.
So, new national trend among leftists who want you to think that ICE are the Nazis, pulling children as young as kindergarten out of school to force them to march in political protests in the street. Teachers in San Francisco pulled elementary school students as young as 5 out
Of course, it's San Francisco.
of class and marched them through the city holding anti-ICE signs. Kids in Atlanta used the opportunity to trash their school field and break laptops at a school that is only 15% proficient at math. At another school in Oakland, California, students stood at an intersection yelling F Donald Trump while holding misspelled signs upside down.
Should spend more time on teaching them some grammar.
Students from a Georgia high school almost got hit by a car while protesting in the street. These are children whose parents sent them to school to learn. They're not politically active. They just want an opportunity to get out of class. Some of them are too young to understand what they're being pulled out of class for. So if you're still wondering whether the communists think they own your children, they do.
I mean, if you want.
Nice. Just walk away. I don't know her.
Just get your own league at this point.
At the Portland Interscholastic League Championships, a trans sophomore runner for McDaniel High School finished first in both the girls' 200 meter and the 400 meter.
Surprise,
you can see the
surprise.
athletes speeding by their competition here. The athlete, formerly a male, is allowed to compete under the OSAA rules as a girl and will compete this weekend at state. They have the top 200 meter time in the state and the third best time in the 400 meter. Neither time would have made the podium on the boys' side.
Welcome to Crazy World. On today's episode, we discuss why men want to play in women's sports.
Easy, because they become superheroes.
We do not need a military force enforcing immigration law. It is a civil system. So I think Democrats are pretty united on that. What they choose to call it may be a little confusing to people, but I do think that we are at a place where finally we can demand in a unified way real reforms and completely dismantle ICE and CBP and DHS. I'm not sure that DHS really needs to exist.
Abolish ICE, but we have absolutely zero plan to replace ICE with something else. It's okay though, guys. She's keeping her eye on it.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
How many of those celebrities do you think live in gated communities with walls and high security on a multi-million-dollar property? And do you think that if someone trespassed onto that multi-million-dollar property, do you think they just wouldn't call the cops because nobody is illegal on stolen land? No, they would call the cops because people understand borders real quick when it comes to their own home.
So seeing how it's snowy and we can't do chalk on the road, we did a little bit of art in the snow. Check it out. That ought to piss them off.
Little Trump there.
In Virginia, an anesthesia nurse publicly encouraged colleagues to inject ICE agents with a drug that can paralyze you.
Grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, you know, whatever.
Can you imagine being like the significant other of that anesthesia nurse, and you get in a fight right before you go to bed, and you're like, and you're like, see you in the morning, maybe.
Her husband, if she has one, I highly doubt it, probably sleeps in a separate locked bedroom at night when they're fighting.
Whoever is tagging libtard all over Portland, Oregon, you need to stop.
Out of a group of 20, 18 were dine and dashers, folks. Get a load of this. This is the Crazy Cajun restaurant on 290 in Hollister. According to the people I spoke to that sent this video in, the folks here that you guys see were not happy with that gratuity fee. They did not want to pay that. So what they did was walk out. Only 2 tabs were paid for. This is sad.
Something tells me this isn't the first time they've done this.
Wait a minute, did she just say she was gonna pew-pew someone? Oh, Lord.
Get them license plate numbers. Oh, she's standing in front. She knows what's up.
She just threatened to pew-pew someone over a dine and dash tab. Can we get a come on down? Was it really necessary, on top of taking off and not paying the tab, except 2 people, but everyone else walked out?
Oh my God. He goes weiter.
That's what my dog does when I try to mow the yard.
New video tonight from the Mesa Police Department. It shows the takedown of what appears to be a student protester during a school walkout on Friday. Here it is, edited by Mesa Police. The video was posted on the department's Facebook page. According to Mesa Police, during a walkout at Poston Junior High School, students entered the roadway and threw water bottles at officers. The girl in the video is facing charges of aggravated assault.
You love to see it.
Mesa Police say another student was also arrested for throwing items, but has been released to the juvenile court system.
Now that is a sport I could get behind, and they're getting behind the car. I'm surprised this isn't America. It's just dangerous enough.
Where are the Vandermeeds going this year? 2026.
Oh, I see some, oh, Great Lakes. Oh, is that Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Oh, congrats on your trip to Somalia. I will say bring extra family members, though, you know, because safety in numbers. And 2, there's no childcare anywhere in the state. You're not going to find one that's going to let you in. So, anyways, good luck.
Leaked footage of Bad Bunny practicing for the Super Bowl halftime show. You know, I would live stream it on the channel, but it'd probably get taken down for copyright within a few minutes. Live stream the Turning Point USA version. Let me be clear. You need to stop.
Funny. Yeah, it is, buddy. It's actually hilarious.
What video made you laugh? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you identify as American? Snag a t-shirt at conservativevibes.com. We also have freedom shirts and hoodies and baby onesies. USA made, USA strong.